Oh, Eduaide, thank you so much for this question. It's a valid question. And lo mbuzo lo uqhamuka from the video that I did here, where we were using Eduaide to generate a crossword puzzle for a history lesson. Okay, so now it's asking if we can do the same for mathematics. Of course, it's not going to work for all types of activities, but you can definitely use it in mathematics. If you think back in the days, our teachers used to compel us to write definitions of key terms. Right at the back of your math book, you had to write definitions of key terms that are going to be used in a specific topic, right? So that practice seems to have faded. So you can actually bring that practice back by designing an activity similar to the one that I designed in this video. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. So for every activity that you design, there's a purpose. So in this video, my purpose here is to drill in on definitions of terms. I'm looking at area and perimeter. Why is it important to drill learners on definitions of terms? In mathematics, knowing a definition can be key to solving the problem. For instance, let's say you're dealing with area and perimeter. If the problem is talking about fencing a yard, the learner would know that I'm talking about going around a space. So that means the learner must be able to associate that with a specific term, which in this case would be perimeter. But if you're talking about how many tiles can we place in this area, it means we're no longer concerned about the surroundings, but we are concerned about the inside. So a learner who knows what the area is will be able to solve the problem, because they'll know that, okay, this question is talking about the area. So what I'm trying to say is, this activity that we design here is specifically for language development. So back in the days, our teachers used to do this. At the back of your math book, they will have you write definitions of key terms that are specific to a certain topic. So that every time they are talking about a certain activity or problem, and they mention a certain word, you can quickly go back and check. So this activity that we're going to do here is simply to bring that practice back, because it seemed to have faded. Now, stay with me. Let me show you. Okay, head over here, start for free, and then you're signed in. And then you scroll and find create games, click there, then scroll all the way down to the bottom and find word search, click that. Then I go to ChatGPT to generate a detailed prompt. I didn't use area and perimeter because there isn't really that many terms here. So I went for expressions and equations. Okay, so let me copy the main idea and then go back to Claude and paste it here. Okay, so now I'm just going to refine my learning objectives, because learners can demonstrate understanding. So I'm just going to add that. Learners will demonstrate understanding of, So they'll demonstrate understanding and correct use of terminology. So these are just a few tweaks that I'm making here. It's very important, if you're going to be using AI, check the outputs, make sure that they match your expectations. Okay, so now that I'm done with those tweaks, we can just quick check everything to see that there's nothing that you need to tweak. Looks like everything is fine. Okay, then now you can add other resources, files, website, or YouTube video. And in terms of files, just note that you will not be able to use a PowerPoint. I think that's one feature that they need to work on. Let's select a grade here. So I'm going to go with grade 6, and then that's it. Let's generate the activity. It literally takes a second, and then 1, 2, 3, there you go. Okay, and then this is our activity. Same activity, different subjects. So here, learners are going to demonstrate their understanding of key terms as far as expressions and equations are concerned. And Eduaide has different types of activities that you can create for different types of topics. So just be mindful that one type of activity may not work for all types of topics. Then finally, we export the completed worksheet, and it's ready to be given to learners. And that's basically it. With that said, explore this AI tool, and I'm pretty sure you'll quickly realize that almost all topics are covered.